You're successful at everything except love. And that's a hard reality to accept, but you know it's true. You know how to build, you know how to grind, you know how to lead, you know how to succeed. But when it comes to love, you overthink. You attach way too quickly. You hope and you wait and you try way harder than you should. And what makes this worse is from the outside looking in, nobody would ever guess that you struggle with this. You are the woman people admire. You're the woman others come to for advice. The woman who has it together. But behind closed doors, in those quiet moments, you still feel uncertain, unsafe, and insecure when it comes to love. And today we're going to talk about it without fluff, without excuses, and without shaming you. Because here's the truth that no one talks about. A woman can be wildly successful and still emotionally terrified of being left and unchosen. You can do everything in your professional life extremely well. You can close deals, you can make decisions, you can handle pressure, you can carry responsibilities. But one shift of uncertainty in your relationships, and suddenly you're not confident anymore. A delayed text can throw you off. A canceled plan can make you spiral. And a man pulling back can hijack your entire nervous system. And you hate that about yourself. I know I hated it about myself because you're thinking, how am I this strong everywhere else in life but not here? But listen carefully, because what I want you to know is this doesn't mean that love is your weakness. It means love is where your unhealed wound lives. See, most women like you don't become successful by accident. You became successful because control kept you safe. You learned early in life, if I handle things, things won't fall apart. If I am capable, I won't be abandoned. And if I succeed, I'll be valued. So you poured all of your energy into what you could master: your career, your money, your responsibilities, your achievements, your degrees, because those things respond to effort. But love doesn't do that. You can do everything right and still not be chosen. You can give your best and still be left. You can show up fully for others and still not get your own needs met. And that lack of control, that's what terrifies your nervous system. So you try to manage love the same way you manage your life. And it never works. But let me say this again: you are not bad at love. You are just over responsible when it comes to love. You just take on the emotional labor that isn't yours. You try to stabilize connections that are unstable. You stay longer than you should trying to make things work. You explain yourself and over explain yourself when silence should be enough. And then when it all falls apart, you internalize it as failure. So you'll say things like, I chose wrong, or I misread flags, or I should have known better. But the truth that you really need to hear is this: you didn't fail at love. You are simply replaying a pattern your nervous system recognizes, a pattern where closeness feels uncertain, where love has to be maintained, and where connection can disappear without a warning. And this means that your body stays on high alert when it comes to love. And trust, that's not incompetence, that is survival. You learn to do love in survival mode. But let me be honest with you: your success didn't help your deep inner wound around love, it just covered it up. Achievement gave you identity, and productivity gave you worth. Independence gave you protection. But underneath all of that, there is still a part of you asking, will I be chosen? Will I be kept? Will I be left? And no amount of success can answer those questions. And this is because those questions aren't logical. They're emotional. They're embodied in you. They live in your nervous system. And that's why you can feel confident in the boardroom and anxious in your relationships. That's why you can trust yourself at work and doubt yourself in love. And this is because different parts of you are running the show. Now, here's another truth that most women don't want to face. Love threatens your sense of safety more than anything else, because love asks you to soften. and to receive and to be vulnerable and to not be in control. And because you never learned that love and connection could be safe, you interpret intimacy as a risk. So you brace yourself for the worst and you monitor everything and you anticipate loss and you prepare to be abandoned even before it happens. Not because you don't love yourself, but because you don't trust love. And this is a distinction that nobody makes. Listen, self-worth and nervous system safety are not the same things. And secure love doesn't start with the right partner. It starts with internal safety. Because a woman who feels secure doesn't chase clarity. She doesn't abandon herself to keep connection. She doesn't spiral when someone pulls away from her. And she certainly doesn't mistake anxiety for chemistry. A secure woman listens to her body. She honors her feelings and she trusts herself enough to walk away when it's time. And that kind of woman isn't born, she is built through inner work, through healing attachment wounds, through learning how to stay emotionally present with herself, even when love feels uncertain. So if you are successful at everything except love, trust me, this isn't a flaw. This is a signal that it is time to heal what success couldn't. Listen, you don't need to become colder. You don't need to stop wanting to be in love. You don't need to pretend that you don't care. You need to feel safe inside of yourself. And if you are ready to stop being powerful on the outside but anxious on the inside and start feeling grounded and secure and calm when it comes to love, I am opening the Awaken Her Inner Work Collective on Valentine's Day. So get on the email list at awakenhernow.com because this isn't about fixing you, it is about freeing you. And if this video feels uncomfortably accurate, that's not a coincidence. It is a sign to join other women just like you who are successful but need some help in this one area. There is a link below in the description. So I want you to click on that link and visit awakenhernow.com and sign up for the email list. One more thing, if you know another woman who can benefit from this video and this community, please do me a favor and share it. Also, like and subscribe to this channel and let me know in the comments if this video did resonate with you. I would love to hear from the successful women who are out here struggling with love. Listen, it can be easily corrected. All you have to do is be a part of a community of women who you resonate with, who you can share stories with, who you can get the same resources that I am pouring into them. I will pour them into you, and you can become just as successful in your relationships as you are in your professional life. I will see you in the next video.